Hey everyone, Mr. Gadget Guru. This is going to be a kind of a shout out video and a inspirational video, I guess you could say. I've been trying to put up vids as fast as I can lately. It's really hard because with the holidays and everything, I'm always working. I'm constantly having to get stuff done, so it's hard. But I've been putting up as much as I can for you guys, and you guys have said you like the ones I've been putting up, which is really good. But once again, I'd like to ask for suggestions. I mean, I always like to talk about what you people want to hear, you know? I mean, I like giving insight and information, but when you guys don't give me feedback, there's only so much I can give. So, you know, give me a shout out and let me know what you wanna hear me talk about, you know, what kind of subjects or whatnot, anything pretty much. A little bit of an update. The video with MCOL40 is scheduled to happen this Friday. It was supposed to be last Friday, but it's going to be this Friday instead because our schedules didn't coincide. But this Friday it should happen. So you guys have to wait a little bit longer for that, and I apologize. But, you know, we will get that video up and get it done. So just be patient with us on that one. Let's see, next thing. I have a few shout-outs here. Let me go ahead and get to those. The first one is to Nick Genatempo. And he wanted me to give him a shout out for his YouTube account, and his YouTube account is 5chillin, so the number 5 and then CHILL, no I between the L and N. I'll post a link down below. He's having a subscriber contest right now, so if you guys want to go ahead and check him out, maybe you can win some prizes, you know, who knows. Second shout out I want to do is Andre Delaray, I think that's how you say it, Andre Delaray. He made a Yu-Gi-Oh fan club for Facebook, and he wanted me to give him a shout out for it and everything, and I'm gonna put a link below to it so you guys can go check that out. I don't mess with Facebook. I've got no idea how that crap works. So if you're wondering like what kind of features it's gonna have and stuff like that, I've got no idea, no clue. Okay. You know, I mean, if you want to go and check it out, you know, ask him. That's cool and everything, but I don't really know. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't deal with Facebook, MySpace, anything like that. I just don't. Never got into those things, so, you know, but I'll put a link below for that too. And there was one more. I don't know who it was. I mean, I'm trying to think of who it was, but I don't know who it was. So, you know, I mean, for right now, we'll leave that. I'll just leave the last shout out to GHopper85. I'll leave his link below too. Cool guy, you know. Talk to him and play him when I can, you know. He's pretty busy too, so. But he's just a cool guy. You should check out his stuff. Now on to the actual video part. The video today is going to be like an inspiration video. And when I was looking over different decks and everything, I started thinking, why do I like gadgets? Because someone actually asked me that. They said, why do you honestly like gadgets so much? And I started thinking about that. I'm like, why is that? They're really small. They're puny. Their effects aren't that good, to be honest, in this new meta. And they're kind of slow. And I'm like, why do I like this deck? So I started comparing it to other decks. I found three things. I'm going to talk about those three things. Three major things. I found a bunch of little things, but three major things. First of all, they're not a support deck. Almost every single deck you see in the meta today is a support deck. You play Blackwings, you got to play a bunch of cards that work only with Blackwings in order to play it. You play X-Sabers, same thing. You play Samurai, same thing. Not gadgets. I play gadgets, Falso Dyna, Banisher. I play whatever the frick I want. Doom Calibers, TKR. I don't care. My tech works with anything. It's the versatility. I don't have to rely on certain cards with certain monsters. I mean, now would I like gadget support? Yeah, I'd love like something that says like select one gadget. I don't know if it deals damage to your opponent, draw a card or something. You know, something like that. I would love that, but there's no card that says that. So they're not a direct support deck. They can just boom. You can be as creative as you want with a gadget deck. You can go crazy. You can run anti-attack cards. You can run anti-summon cards. You can run just one-for-ones. You can run anything you want. You play your gadgets, few other monsters, and anything you want. You can build it as creative as you want it to be. That's one of the main reasons I love gadgets, is they're just so creative and so innovative. The second reason is because, well, I don't know how to put this. It's a troll deck. I want to say it's an asinine deck, but I don't know. It's a troll deck. It's made to literally just sit there and go, no, no, no. That's all you do. Summon Fossil Dana. I say no to all your spell summons. Set 4 back rows. I say no to anything you try and do. Go ahead. That's what the deck does. And you know, when they think, oh, I can Mirror Force a Tarantula's monster. Summon a gadget, summon a gadget, summon a gadget, summon a gadget. Good, Tarantula Mirror Force. I don't care. I got more gadgets. I can keep playing them than Pot of Avarice. What's up? I mean, it's just fun to play. Like, that's one thing I want out of a deck. I want a deck that's good and versatile, but if it's not fun, I don't want it. That's honestly the one reasons. I had a chance a little while ago to buy my friend's Samurai deck real cheap. I mean, he was going to sell it to me dirt cheap. I said, okay, let me borrow the deck. He's like, okay. I played it and won locals and went, nope, I don't want this deck. It's not fun. I mean, even if you win, you're like, boom, game over. You had no chance at all. How is that even fun? Like, the game, in my opinion, a game like this should not end in 2 turns. That's retarded. It shouldn't go, oh, second turn, game over. That's why I hate Exodia, OTK, etc., etc., etc. I don't like OTKs because of that reason. But aside from an OTK, Samurai are just so sacky and so ridiculous. They're not fun for me to play. I just don't like them. So, you know, I told him, I don't want the deck. And he's like, are you serious? Like, because, I mean, I could have bought the deck and resold it for probably like 3 times the amount of paying for it, which would have been a good money venture, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I wanted him to keep the deck, and if he doesn't want it, he can sell it for the real price and then buy a deck he does want. And I told him, I'm like, dude, because he was going to sell it to me for that price, but anyone else he was going to sell it, you know, higher, obviously. And I told him, dude, just sell it for the normal price, maybe a little bit under, buy you a good deck and run with it. And he's like, well, I don't know what to play. I'm like, play anti-meta. You can never go wrong. You want to be defensive, you get the Jujus, the Wall of Illusions, which, by the way, Juju and Wall of Illusion now bypass Skill Drain, which is retarded as all hell, but we won't go there. You got the Wall of Illusions, the Jujus, the Guards, the TKRs, the Doom Caliber Knights, the Banishers, the Fossil Dinos. I don't know, dude, you could just keep going. DD Survivors, DD Warrior Lady, DD Warrior. I mean, there's an infinite amount. There's so much. There's like 50 different decks you can build that are just labeled anti-meta. Anti-meta. That's all they're labeled. And they're so fun because you can build it, and when you play someone and you beat them, you know it's because you built a good deck. You're not using some mainstream meta deck. You know this deck is yours and you built it from the ground up, so you can be proud that it won. And I think that's one of the main things that this game needs. As to whether or not that will happen, I don't know. We'll have to see what Konami does with the ban list. To be honest, I would like them to take all the top tier decks and go kind of cut it off a little, because it's getting kind of ridiculous how fast these decks are. But that's besides the point. That's a whole nother argument. And then the last one, number 3, why I like gadgets. This one actually was really hard to find out. Like, I didn't even think about it until a friend said something about it. And I was looking at my gadget deck. I was looking at all the tech I use. And I'm like, there was something about it that just looked right, but I didn't know what it was. You know, I was just like, I wonder why this deck just... Because, like, my gadget deck, I love to experiment with. I mean, I do crazy stuff. Like, a while back, you saw my video that I did with Kazakage of the Sand. I was actually teching Shien Squire in my deck to Monster Reborn and go into a Shien. I love being able to do that. I can tech anything I want to. That's amazing. But what's even more amazing is that not only do I have the versatility to do that, but I want to say I have the freedom. Nobody can tell me what my deck should be or shouldn't be. When you go to a main tournament and you see an X-Saber deck, you're like, okay, let's put all these out. You know, they're running, say they're running, what is his name? I don't remember his name. It's the double X-Saber you special summon from your hand when you have no monsters. That thing, whatever. Or it's a normal summon or something. It's really bad. It's like a 5-star or something. Point is, it's it's considered to be a terrible card and stuff. And when people see an X-Saber deck, oh, that's horrible, take that out. This card's not good, take that out, because each deck has a way it's supposed to be ran. My deck does not. You can't look at my deck and say, oh, that's a bad card, because I can go, why is it a bad card? Well, what now? I mean, it's just like you can't say that about my deck, and I love that you can't do that, because it's like my deck is so unique and so innovative that I've had players at regionals, even YCSs, at the top tables, look at my deck, stop and go, how does this even work? They can't even comprehend how the deck works, because it's my creation. I mean, I played with it for so long, I understand every card and how it interacts with each other. But when another player looks at it, they just don't even understand. They're like, this doesn't work. You can't run this, and this. I'm like, I do, and I just beat you with it. They're like, what? I mean, when I went to YCS Anaheim and went 9-2 with my gadgets, I can't remember if it was round 6 or 7. I played a European dude, and he was XO and I was XO. I think it was round 6. Yeah, because I was 6-0, 6-0. So it was like round 6, and I played a European dude, and he was playing an amazing deck. It was like hero beatdown, skill drain, something or another. It was crazy, dude. Like one of those hero variants that just is retarded as all hell. And I was playing him, and like he was running skill drain first of all, which killed my gadgets and my banisher and all that. So I mean, I was already at a disadvantage. Second of all, he was main decking Nolman of Extermination. Talk about rape against my deck. I mean, sheesh. So I mean, that's even more like screwage against me. And he was also using he also sided in system downs. Like he had 2 of them in side deck for machines, and he sided them in. I still beat him 2-1. He could not even understand. He's like, how did I lose? That's not even possible. And I'm like, you did. And he couldn't believe it. Like, the first game I won because I opened amazingly. I opened with a gadget, a banisher, double D prison, bottomless, and something else random. I think Book of Moon. No, Shrink. I think I opened with Shrink, yeah. So that was my opening hand. And I went summon a gadget, search a gadget, set 4, go. He went, he set 3, summoned Stratos, searched, attacked, I booked. Or I shrunk. It died. He's like, okay. I go summon a gadget. He goes skill drain. I'm like, okay. I go attack over with a gadget. He's like, yeah. I'm like, attack directly. He's like, sure. I'm like, okay, your turn. So he goes, he's like, alright. So he summons Alias. I'm like, okay. He's like, attack. I'm like, deep prison. He's like, sure. So he removes Alias. He lets me go. I draw. I attack with both my gadgets, summon a gadget, he torrentials. I'm like, okay. So I let him go. And he did this, and I deprisoned both his aliases. And then I went summon Banisher, attack, and I basically just got his life points down to 0. And it was funny because the combo I was using messed him up so bad. Like, I had the perfect cards to counteract him. Because, like, the deprisons removed the aliases, which made his face down just a break, and his face down Hero Blast useless, because there was no normal monsters in the graveyard. So that annoyed him to start with. And then the fact that I summoned, I got rid of all his monsters. Like, I got rid of the Stratos, double aliases, and I got rid of Fazilier. He ran out of monsters. So he was top decking, trying to get into a monster, while I'm just sitting there with, like, a Banisher just pushing his face in, pretty much. So, I mean, game 1 he lost due to that. And then game 2 and 3, I just played it out. Like, game 2 I lost, game 3 I played out, and I just did well. I played it correctly, and I won. And, if I had played a different build, who knows? Like, if I had listened to all the people who said, don't play this card, don't play this card, don't play this card, like, I was playing Drastic Drop-Off. If I had not have played that single card, I could have totally scrubbed out, like 5-4. Or, like 5-7 or whatever. I could have totally scrubbed. That card was amazing in that tournament.